As the world quiets before dawn and the sky breathes in its first pale glow, a new silhouette rises, not born from steel, but from vision. The AMG E Super SUV 2026 emerges like a force of nature, sculpted by electricity and ambition, carrying the weight of AMG's legacy and the promise of tomorrow. This is not just the next chapter. This is performance reimagined, presence redefined, and power reborn in absolute silence, the kind that speaks louder than thunder. With every curve glowing against the horizon, the AMG E Super SUV 2026 invites you into a future where emotion and technology race side by side, both chasing the same dream: to break the limits of what an SUV can be. The first sight of the AMG E Super SUV 2026 feels like witnessing the birth of a new design language. Its stance is powerful yet graceful, with an aerodynamic silhouette carefully carved to slice through air rather than push against it. The front fascia carries an illuminated AMG signature, a reinterpretation of the brand's bold identity, no longer defined by grilles and vents, but by sculpted lines and intelligent airflow. The body flows in one single, uninterrupted motion from hood to tail, whispering speed even when it stands perfectly still. Its proportions balance aggression and elegance with masterful precision. Wide shoulders expressing dominance, a sloping roofline hinting at performance, and a poised athletic posture that suggests it is ready to leap forward at any moment. In the reflections of its metallic paint, the world bends and transforms, as though reality itself changes shape around the presence of this machine. The AMG E Super SUV 2026 isn't just designed to be seen, it's designed to be remembered.
The lighting of the AMG E Super SUV 2026 tells a story entirely its own. Thin, razor-edged LED blades extend across the front like eyes opening with purpose. The rear carries a seamless full-width light bar, pulsing gently as though the vehicle has a heartbeat beneath its skin. When illuminated at night, the SUV transforms into a moving piece of light art, a silhouette outlined by electric energy. AMG engineers have woven emotion into the illumination itself, letting the vehicle communicate through light, a subtle welcome sequence that breathes to life when the driver approaches. Soft pulses that echo the flow of current through its veins, and a nighttime presence so bold, so unmistakably futuristic that it commands attention long before its wheels even turn. The lighting isn't decoration, it's identity. Every curve of the AMG E Super SUV 2026 serves a purpose. This is not a body shaped by styling alone, it is sculpted by physics. Air glides through hidden channels carved subtly into the sides, guided by meticulously crafted surfaces that reduce turbulence and enhance stability. The roofline tapers with intention, merging seamlessly into a spoiler designed not for show, but for downforce. The side profile speaks the language of motion, its flowing silhouette capturing the energy of wind itself. Even the wheels are aero-optimized, their turbine-inspired design cutting through air while adding a sense of kinetic elegance. The more you walk around it, the more the SUV reveals. Layers of engineering hidden beneath artistic craftsmanship. The AMG E Super SUV 2026 is not just an object of beauty, it is a masterpiece in motion, shaped by the invisible hands of aerodynamic intelligence. Presence is something that cannot be engineered, it must be earned. And the AMG E Super SUV 2026 earns it effortlessly. Whether gliding through a crowded boulevard or commanding a lonely highway, it radiates confidence. The height, the width, the sculpted stance, all come together to create a presence that demands acknowledgement. The SUV doesn't shout for attention, it draws it naturally. Its proportions feel balanced yet intimidating, futuristic yet unmistakably AMG.
This is a vehicle built to stand at the intersection of luxury, performance, and electric evolution. When it passes by, people don't just look, they wonder, they imagine, they dream. And in that moment, the AMG E Super SUV 2026 becomes more than a machine. It becomes a statement.
The moment the doors open, the AMG E Super SUV 2026 introduces you to a world that feels more like a command center than a cabin. Ambient lighting sweeps gently across sculpted surfaces, creating an atmosphere of modern serenity. The seats embrace you with a blend of sportiness and luxury, wrapped in materials chosen not just for comfort, but for emotion. The cabin captures the perfect balance between futuristic minimalism and AMG's athletic soul. Hidden speakers pulse with clarity, the panoramic roof opens the sky, and every surface feels intentionally placed to evoke calm and control. Inside this SUV, the world slows down. The noise of life fades, and all that remains is the connection between driver and machine. This is not an interior, it's an experience.
The dashboard of the AMG E Super SUV 2026 is a symphony of digital mastery. Sleek OLED screens stretch seamlessly across the front, integrating infotainment, navigation, and performance telemetry into one flowing surface. Every control is intuitively placed, responding to touch, gesture, and voice, as if the cabin itself anticipates your desires. The steering wheel, sculpted with precision, feels alive under your hands, offering tactile feedback that transforms every input into a dialogue between driver and SUV. Each ambient light subtly shifts to match the driving mode: calming blue in city cruising, intense red in sport, and deep violet in electric launch, creating an emotional bridge between you and the machine. Even the smallest details, from the stitching on the seats to the brushed aluminum trim, remind you that this is AMG. Performance, luxury, and future, woven together into one living cockpit.
Every element inside the AMG E Super SUV 2026 has been crafted to create a dialogue between luxury and innovation. The seats contour to your body, offering a sensation of wakeless support, while hidden climate zones keep each passenger perfectly attuned to comfort. The center console, a continuous ribbon of brushed metal and high-gloss panels, glows softly under ambient light. Air vents, minimal yet functional, curve elegantly around the interior, framing displays and panels as if they were part of a gallery. Materials are chosen not just for durability, but for emotion. Soft-touch leathers, sustainable accents, and tactile surfaces that reward every touch. In this cabin, AMG's spirit of performance is never compromised. It exists in harmony with luxury, technology, and human experience, creating a sanctuary that is at once futuristic, intimate, and alive.
The AMG E Super SUV 2026 seamlessly merges driver command with intelligent connectivity. Screens stretch to the edges of your vision, while AI-driven interfaces respond to gestures and voice with a human-like intuition. Navigation, performance metrics, and vehicle diagnostics are delivered without distraction, allowing the driver to focus entirely on the experience. Surrounding this technological marvel is a sense of serenity. Soundproofing that shields the cabin from external noise, a floating center console that emphasizes space, and a panoramic roof that floods the interior with natural light. Every detail is designed to deepen your connection to the road, your SUV, and yourself, making each journey not just travel, but an unforgettable dialogue between man and machine.
The AMG E Super SUV 2026 is born to accelerate hearts as well as asphalt. With electric propulsion tuned for AMG precision, every press of the accelerator delivers instantaneous torque, a surge of power that feels like lightning channeled into motion. Silence reigns, yet energy vibrates beneath your fingertips, translating into a visceral connection between driver and machine. The SUV grips the road with authority, Suspensions perfectly calibrated to balance luxury and agility. Every corner negotiated with an almost unnatural poise. The chassis feels alive, communicating through subtle feedback that makes the driver aware of every nuance in the tarmac. Acceleration is not just speed, it's a sensory experience, a dialogue of force and control, of intent and execution, where every moment behind the wheel is unforgettable.
Every curve becomes a canvas for mastery as the AMG E Super SUV 2026 responds with precise, almost intuitive handling. The electric platform provides a low center of gravity, while torque vectoring adjusts power across wheels with split-second precision. The SUV leans into corners with grace while remaining unflinching at high speeds. Even in tight urban turns or sweeping mountain bends, the vehicle feels anchored, balanced, and effortlessly composed. There is an elegance to this control. The way the SUV communicates its intentions through suspension, steering, and acceleration, all meticulously crafted to ensure that the driver feels inseparable from the machine. Driving becomes less a task and more an orchestrated performance, where every input is met with poetic precision. The electric heart of the AMG E Super SUV 2026 unleashes energy with an intensity that conventional engines can only dream of. Launching from a standstill, the SUV presses the body into the seat with linear precision. The quiet hum of electric power becomes a soundtrack to raw emotion, an invisible force that propels forward without compromise. Acceleration is constant and seamless, yet emotionally charged, a pulse of adrenaline with every meter gained. Energy management is intelligent, ensuring maximum performance without sacrificing efficiency or range. Every drive, whether city cruising or open road sprinting, is an exploration of electric potential, a testament to AMG's ability to translate innovation into visceral sensation. The AMG E Super SUV 2026 is at home on any surface, a machine equally commanding on urban asphalt and rugged terrain. Its adaptive suspension glides over imperfections, while AWD systems distribute torque intelligently, translating potential into traction. Gravel, wet roads, steep inclines, none pose a challenge. The SUV responds as though anticipating the path ahead, delivering stability and confidence with every maneuver. Driving it is liberation. The fear of terrain disappears, replaced by anticipation of mastery. This is the union of technology and instinct, a performance vehicle that feels alive and aware, translating every input into a perfect balance of speed, control, and emotion.
As the sun dips behind the horizon and the road stretches into memory, the AMG E Super SUV 2026 remains a symbol of what is possible, the perfect harmony of power, technology, and emotion. It is more than a vehicle. It is a statement of intent, a promise that the future of performance will not compromise luxury or soul. Every line, every light, every surge of energy reflects a philosophy that driving should inspire, excite, and transform. The AMG E Super SUV 2026 is not just driven, it drives you, reminding us that the journey itself is the destination, and that in the embrace of motion, the heart always races.